Hey guys, Reed here and welcome to ReadReborn. If you'd like to sponsor me in aid of Dementia UK, check the links in the description. But anyways, today is a guide on this second dungeon released in patch 3.1, Pharos Sirius Hard Mode. In this video we're just going to go over the 3 bosses in this dungeon and what to look out for. So after killing a few monsters, you're going to come to the first boss room and face the Gra Luminary. Overall, this is a really easy boss, but there are still some things to look out for. So first thing you'll notice is just random creatures just floating or moving around the arena. These don't do anything yet, but they'll come really in handy later on in the fight. So the first thing to look out for is a random player will be targeted by a yellow orb with prey, and they just have to pass on the prey to one of the creatures that's floating or around the edge of the arena. And after a short while, that creature will turn into an ad called a corruption. These are really easy to take down, so as soon as they spawn, just take those out as fast as you can and then go back to the boss. So a second thing to look out for is circular AoEs that will be dropped on random players throughout this fight. Just be aware of that and dodge as soon as you see it. Just to make you guys aware, sometimes the ads do AoEs. As you can see, the bird corruption ad does a small straight line AoE, and on top of that straight line AoE there was circular AoEs to dodge, so just be aware of these AoEs and obviously dodge them when possible. And finally, one thing that could get tricky in this fight is as the fight goes on, more players get marked with prey, and if there's not enough creatures or they can't get to a creature in time, then the yellow orb that gave the prey will turn into a corruption, and these have a lot more health than the other corruptions, and they also give the boss an additional damage stack. So try not to let that happen, and if that does happen, just take out that corruption as quick as possible and then go back to the boss. So that's pretty much everything for this boss. Just remember to dodge the AoEs, pass over the prey and kill the corruptions, and kill the larger and stronger corruptions if that happens. So after killing some more monsters, you'll come onto the second boss room and face the 8th Order Patriarch, Beigu. So a move that happens often throughout this fight is called Strip Mine. This is just a large orange circle on the floor, and the further away you are, the less damage you take, so as soon as you see this, just run as far away as possible. Shortly after and throughout this fight, you'll see that 8th valve is ruptured, and then an ad called a corrupted gel will spawn, and what you have to do is you have to drag that over the rupture in the floor and take it out so it blocks the rupture. If you don't cover the hole after a short time, it will explode, dealing around 5,000 damage to every party member. Okay, so a bit later on in the fight, 3 things are going to happen. Firstly, the boss is going to summon 2 ads called 8th Order Furnacemen, and what they're going to do is they're just going to target random players with a small circular AoE, and they're just going to throw stones at you, so obviously dodge that. Secondly, you'll see there is 2 engine things called alchemy engines, and what they do, they tether to the boss, giving him 2 stacks of increased damage, so take those out as quick as you can to reduce the boss's damage. And thirdly, you'll see the boss is sort of whacking down his drill thing, and depending on the direction that he whacks down his drill depends on the direction he's going to launch across the arena. If he catches you, it damages you for around 2,500 damage, so just be aware of that and what direction he's going. But once you've killed everything, it will just go back to normal, and then you can go back to the boss. And one final thing to look out for is a circular AoE around the boss called Batter. Obviously if you see this, just move away from the boss to take no damage. So after keeping up the process of moving away from the strip mines, dealing with the corrupted gels, taking out the furnacemen, taking out the alchemy engines, looking out for the area dashes, and looking out for Batter, you would have killed the boss and can carry on with the dungeon. After killing some more monsters, you come into the final boss room and face Progenitrix. One thing to look out for in this fight is a large circular AoE called Sap. Obviously when you see this, just run out of the way. A short while into this fight, the boss is going to summon some ads. They are called Grey Bombs and Lava Bombs. So the Grey Bombs should be taken out first because they have a lot more health than the Lava Bombs, and after a short while they grow in size and get bigger and bigger, and when they're at their max size they explode and do big party-wide damage. When you get the boss to low health, he's going to head into the middle and cast Big Burst, and this is sort of a mini DPS check, and you should take him down as quick as possible. No worries if not, because it just means you'll take more damage from Big Burst. As you can see, we killed it early, and there was only 1,500 damage, but if you don't kill it and then it goes off, it will look around 3,000 damage. So now you're in phase 2, the boss will regularly do a move called Blue Flame. Every time it does this, it gives you a stack of fire resistance down, so I suppose you have to try and kill the boss as quick as possible so you don't get that many stacks of fire resistance down. So just like the first phase, there will be bombs that spawn. There are 2 types of bomb in this phase. One is called a remedy bomb, and the other is the grey bomb, like from the first phase. What you've got to do here is very similar to phase 1, just take out the grey bomb as quick as possible, and as you can see, every hit that the other bomb takes, it gets knocked back, so just keep knocking back the remedy bomb so it doesn't touch the grey bomb and you'll be fine. One final thing to look out for, and this is mainly something healers need to be aware of, is a move called Big Burst. This does like 5,000 damage, but with the fire resistance down stacks, healers just need to be aware, because the more stacks, the more damage people will take. So just heal up and then just stay on the boss. But that's pretty much everything for this boss. Just remember to keep dodging the AoEs, taking out the grey bombs first, and then hitting the remedy bombs and knocking them back so they don't touch the grey bombs in the second phase. But anyway guys, that is my guide over. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos in the future.